I met Chrissy in 2011, and I wasn't looking for anyone in particular. I wasn't even looking really for a relationship, but I guess it's that cliche thing that when you meet someone and your hearts align, you just can't really help falling in love with that person. Chrissy is just like the most amazing person I've ever met, and I just can't believe that she's the person I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. I don't know, I feel so lucky. Like, besides being gay, like, I already feel like I hit the lottery, like, getting to be gay and getting to fall in love with a woman. Like, I get to fall in love with one of the most incredible women that I've ever met. Not only is she the most beautiful person I've ever met inside, she's also, like, so breathtakingly gorgeous that sometimes when I look at her, I just don't know how this all came to be. I just feel like the luckiest person in the world.
Bria and I met at the very first gay bar I ever went into. I had basically dreamt her up the week before that I wanted to fall in love with a beautiful woman inside and out with long dark hair. I wanted her to hopefully be a singer. I'm not even kidding, all of this is true. And then that same week, I was 20, and I went into my first gay bar, and I was searching for her, and then I walked out of it, and there she was, just waiting for me.
One of my friends had just come out to me, and I was like, let's go celebrate. I'm gonna take you to a gay bar. And she had never been to a gay bar, so we go to this gay bar, and she wanted to try picking up a girl for the first time. And so I was kind of like giving her pointers and giving her some tips. This beautiful girl comes walking down the stairs, and I said, oh my gosh, you have to go talk to that girl. And she was like, are you kidding me? Give me a 7, don't give me a 10. She said, I wanna watch you do it. I wanna watch you go talk to her. So I said, okay. Handed her my drink, and I walked over and introduced myself. And Chrissy was like, are you hitting on me? And I was like, you came out of a gay bar. Yeah, I am. 7 years later today, 7 years ago, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And now we're having our wedding ceremony with all of our family and our friends and all of our loved ones, and it's just so special.
Thoughts about Bria. She is genuinely the most passionate and loving person I have ever met. I think I thought love would be very easy and it would be effortless, and it has been all of that with Bria, plus the hard times too, but so rewarding. It's just, I've never been loved by someone besides maybe my parents the way that Bria loves me. She just loves me so fully with every part of her, and there's not a single day that goes by that I don't feel absolutely adored and cherished. And Bria is just, she's so stunning. Everything about her is so stunning. From her heart, to her eyes, to her lips, to her beautiful voice. I'm so lucky. Every day I wake up, I feel like the luckiest girl in the world to have her heart.
For me, coming out was very nerve-wracking, but thankfully I had very supportive parents. My mom always wanted to have children, and she always wanted to have a wedding. Oh my God, that was one of the first things my mom said to me. She was like, wait, but you're gay. Like, I always dreamt of you having a wedding and having children. I was like, those things can still happen. And it's literally happening today. Like, oh my God, that was the first thing my mom said to me when I came out. And it's like that dream, that fantasy that she always had for me, and the fantasy that I had for myself is actually coming true with Chrissy.
My family, when they found out I was dating Bria, they were, I think, surprised. They didn't see it coming, which, when I look back on my life, I've been so gay for such a long time. But they, most of all, because they knew I went through a hard time with an ex, they just wanted me to be happy. They wanted someone who would really love me the way that I deserved and treat me right.
"7 years. I can't believe it's been 7 years today. Sometimes it feels like 7 lifetimes, and it amazes me how full each year has been. From the first moment I saw you, it felt like we were meant to cross paths. The week before we met, I had dreamt about finding a love like you, down to your dark wild hair, beautiful heart, and your artist spirit. I was 20, and I didn't know when this person would step into my life, but I hoped that it would be soon. I had no idea that it would be that same week, but when I did meet you, it felt like it was meant to be. Year 1 was full of young love, excitement, self-discovery, and knowing for the first time what it felt like to be in love and truly myself at last. We laughed, explored, traveled, and we're so carefree. I was constantly in awe of your passion for life, your talent, and your love. You swept me off my feet, and we started on the adventure of a lifetime. The love we shared during this first year, free of stress and struggle, laid a foundation of commitment that would endure the coming hardships. We started year 2 like the first, full of zest and riding the thrill wave of our romance. I was acting, you were in school and singing. We supported each other. We went on hikes with my dog Jenny. We got our first cat together, started our YouTube channel as a joke with your brother, and stumbled into a career with so much purpose. We got closer to one another and our families. We were growing up. It was during that same year, so early on, that our lives changed forever. You had already accepted me in the beginning, in the broken but healing pieces that I came with, and loved me regardless, but this tragedy nearly crushed us both. I honestly don't know that I would have survived without your unwavering love and support during that time. You found lawyers for us to begin the case, held me when I couldn't catch my breath, sat beside me in police stations, and believed with everything in you that we could make it through. I fell into a despair that would last the next several years and nearly take my life on more than one occasion. But the love that we shared helped me love myself enough to keep fighting. Years 3 through 5 were a blur. We had highs and lows in life with each other and our career. We went viral many times in both good ways and bad. I fell deeply into alcoholism and addiction, struggling to get from one day to the next. I don't know how you did it, but you kept us going, taking on the burden of our lives, our channel, our responsibilities, as well as helping me get through. Bria, you have more endless love and compassion for those that you care about than anyone I've ever met. And I'm sure many people in this room would agree with me. That love helped us every step of the journey. We moved to California in 2014, searching for continued growth and success, new opportunities, dreams, and mindsets. It was hard, but we did it, and we both thrived and struggled there. Our work took us all over the world, South Africa, Amsterdam, Costa Rica, Hawaii, and more, all in the name of singing and spreading love. Playing pride festivals with you and hugging young people that we had helped to feel more accepted and loved is a highlight of our lives that I will cherish for the rest of mine. During this time, we were still in the trenches of the case, working to get justice and believing our lawyer, Anne, that we would get it one day if we didn't give up hope. We helped get revenge porn laws passed in England and in the US, advocating for victims around the world, every speech and interview helping us regain one more bit of dignity and strength with each other along the way. Year 6 has finally brought some peace to our lives and to our relationship. We won the case in January. I proposed that same moment, and we started picking up the pieces the last 5 years had scattered about. It has been so long since we didn't have a legal burden on our backs that we've had to relearn how to live again, and we're still discovering how each day. In April, we got married, just us, because after living the past several years with no privacy, it felt right. Also, since I dreamt of riding my horse up the aisle since I was about 7, it only seemed right to ride Cheyenne up to meet you on the mountain. We knew then that we'd have a celebration in front of our friends and family, but doing that just for us meant the world to us both. I can't believe that we are finally here to share this moment with the people that we care about most. Last year has been extremely difficult on us both. Our relationship got so hard that we didn't know what the future would hold, but we kept showing up for each other, never wavering in our desire to be good partners and to stay committed. We've changed so much and grown both individually and together in the last year. I relapsed and am finally sober after fighting for 9 years to find peace, 100 days today, and I will work to maintain that for the rest of my life. I want to be present all the rest of my days with you. Deciding California wasn't for us, and moving to Washington for calm and a fresh start has been wonderful. Our roots have never been set in any one place, but have only strengthened in each other. My home is your heart, and yours is forever safe in mine. Your family has become my own, and mine has become yours as well. We are lucky to have always had their love and support. I promise to keep you safe, to listen even when I'm too stubborn to want to apologize when I'm wrong, and to be gentle with your heart and love. Through the last 7 years of ups and downs, my love and dedication to you has only continued to grow, and I look forward to the next 70 years of continuing just that. You're the one for me, my person, my wife, my best friend, and the love of my life. Happy 7 years today. I could not love you more than I do now, and yet I know that I will.
When we were writing our vows, we wanted to kind of just know how long it was and where we were going to start. And Chrissy said, "What is the first word that you're starting with?" And I said, "First." First of all, right, you guys are shocked. First of all, First of all, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. To me, there are 3 reasons for today. As most of you know, we officially married in April. We wanted to have a ceremony to solidify to the world our love and our commitment to each other, to have all the most important people in our lives come together and bond with each other, and lastly, to read these vows to each other. Today, November 13th, marks the 7th year from when I awkwardly, under the streetlight near your apartment, said, "So we're girlfriends." And you looked at me in the eye and said, "You're not going to ask me?" Will you be my girlfriend? The question that started the incredible, complicated, painful, exciting, demanding, blissful, irresistible journey. Chrissy, you were so easy to fall in love with, and have been so effortlessly easy to stay in love with. Meeting your family was so nerve-wracking. I knew I was in when your dad pulled me aside to have a heart-to-heart, and he told me how to load a cannon. When your mom hugs me, when your sisters call me sis, when your horse Cheyenne accidentally kicked me and broke my foot. Our journey, though, has been a complicated one. The highs, they sure have been high. Having had millions of people watch us make fools of ourselves, winning an intense 5-year lawsuit, helping so many struggling people along their journeys and hearing their stories. But our lows, our crippling lows, my crippling anxiety, your PTSD and alcoholism, there were many times both of us didn't know how much more we could take. But what we've gone through and how we've handled each other and handled each hurdle have come and have come through on the other side. I truly know there's nothing we can't get through. When I look at you, I feel peace, like my eyes know their home. You know the single word to rile me up and the single word to calm me right back down. You know me. You read my heart, you see me for all my flaws, and you love me for them. When my dyslexia gets the best of me and I can't find my words, you patiently look at me and wait and calmly say, "You can get it." When you scare at night from your endless nightmares, I pull you close and rub your head until you fall back asleep. When I stub my toe, you count to 10, this happened last night, you count to 10 before asking if I'm okay, because you know I won't respond those first mistakes. When you're in a public bathroom and squatting over a toilet, I hold your hand while you pee so you don't touch the seat. I cut out a lot of the weird stuff. You always remind me to take my medication at night. When I have leftovers the following day, I always split them with you. The shows I have to love. You entertain and support all my wild ideas, like how I wanted to be a Siamese cat breeder and how I wanted to open a cat cafe. I listened intently to your endless stories about Cheyenne that sound exactly like the story you told me the day before. You love my neck smell, and strangely, I love your nose smell. You balance me, you calm me down, and I balance you, and you continue to help. I continue to help you rid those deep Southern ideals that as a woman you have to always be polite. You're so strong and courageous, and intriguing and so damn lovable. Your spark for life, your awe for the unknown, innate innocence for the world makes you so charming and truly irresistible. I could kiss you forever, hug you forever, and tell you how cute your tiny little ears are. I've learned to love even all those strange things about you, like how you 90% of the time smell like a horse. How you just refuse to take off your muddy shoes when you walk in when you rush to go to the toilet. How you have the same pet names, beautiful, gorgeous, precious. For me, the horse and the dog. How you're always right when I'm obviously right. How you laugh when I surprise you with a great animal pun. I'm not lying, those are great moments. Gorgeous, precious, beautiful, I'll love you forever. And you too, Chrissy. With everything in me, I will strive to be a better person for myself and for you every day of my life. Chrissy, Emily, soon to be Chambers Cam, I was meant for you. you were meant for me.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Mrs. and Mrs.
Chambers?
Take them out. Thank you, Rick. Okay, Mom, your seat is over here if you want to sit.
Definitely the best wedding I've ever been to. Oh, really?
Chrissy, Emily, Chambers, Cam. I am so thankful that you're in my life. I'm so grateful to call you my wife. And I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. I love you with all of my heart.
I love you so much, baby. I'm so excited to be your wife, and I'm so excited to be in your life. This is the greatest gift, the greatest honor I could imagine.